beautiful beings of light. Welcome to the Crone Zone Conversations with the Ancients. My name's Priscilla, and this is my co-host, Heather. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our channel today. Oh, I'm being weird. Strange. Today we're going to talk about karmic healing. Heather, do you want to do our normal card thing without just laying them on your table?
Yes, I will.
Okay. Hey, Akila, Morella, Teresa, welcome you guys. Thanks for
And I'm
being here
sorry.
today. Hi, Nancy. Welcome.
What I have found is that when I moved, there was a card, evidently, that the dog got a hold of, and I was going to buy a new deck, and I never could find the new deck.
Oops.
So I decided that card wasn't supposed to be there anymore. And that card was doing things in the right order. So I'm thinking it doesn't really matter what order you do it.
I remember you telling me that last week. That's amazing.
Yeah. So we're just doing regular cards.
Sounds good to me. How's everybody doing today out there in the chat room? At least Facebook is working today. Yesterday, my Facebook link just disappeared. I have no idea why. So we didn't get to live on Facebook. If you guys didn't get a chance to see the Wisdom Circle yesterday, it was a lot of fun and a lot of good information. And also, I remembered that we did a show. Heather and I did a show number 78, which was on the imagination and spirituality. Hey, Tara Stash, thank you for dropping in. So if you want to know a little bit more than what we had yesterday about the imagination portal, you might check out episode 78, Imagination and Spirituality, where Heather and I did a complete show on it. It was interesting, very interesting.
Yep.
Okay, Heather, what do your cards have to say today?
We are in the process, there we go, of rejuvenation. This is us. But sometimes the thing that gets in our way is our knowledge. We're rejuvenating, but the knowledge that we have sometimes messes us up.
Yeah, that old 3D knowledge.
Learning you will do things this way. This is the right way. Not necessarily, but our own knowledge gets in the way of our rejuvenation. Meanwhile, our spirit, our souls know that we are worthy of all the rejuvenation.
Put it in front of you. Yeah, that's better.
Yeah. I'm watching it, so I'm trying. And of course, our human is full of confidence. But again, we have some wrong information. So the thing that you really want to do is work on your vibration. Keep your vibration up. And when you do that, you are able to manifest anything that you need.
Okay? And remember, raising your vibration is being grateful, living in gratitude, singing, dancing, anything that lifts you up raises your vibration.
Laughing.
Having fun, laughing, all of that raises your vibration.
All of it.
Hi, Epiphany.
And if you're with people who are of higher vibrations, anyway, it rubs off.
It absolutely does.
But if you're at a party and you're not putting anybody down, which happens sometimes at a party, but if you're just having fun and doing things,
it raises your vibration.
You're raising your vibration.
So it's really not that hard.
You're raising your vibration.
I love that.
So
thanks for the cards, Heather.
You're welcome.
Good cards today.
Yes.
So we're going to talk about karmic healing. Oh yeah, Morella, music for sure.
Absolutely.
Definitely. Karmic healing. The law of cause and effect, one of the 12 universal laws, is also the primary law of the 12 laws of karma. I didn't even know there were 12 laws of karma when I started this. I had no idea there were any laws of karma. So just a couple of definition. A soul, the immortal essence of being created by the divine. And karma, for every action, there's an equal but opposite reaction.
And that's actually one of the laws.
That's right. The karmic law states that any action causes a reaction. Results may not be instantaneous, but essentially what you put out there will eventually come back to you. The purpose of karma is to evolve our souls. It is the universe's checks and balances system. When we choose to incarnate as a body and choose to come into a lifetime for the very first time, we're entering into an experience where we can create either karmic debt or karmic reward based on our actions, intentions, and the consequences of our actions. We are bound to this cycle of rebirth until we work off all of our karma and attain enlightenment.
Yep.
I got a long way to go. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I
It's
think
going to be a while.
Yeah. But for most of us, this is not our first lifetime. And we have experience from the past lifetimes. So when we come in, we're bringing with us past karma that needs to be worked off or completed. You know, sometimes we just decide while we're here that we don't want to deal with this anymore. Well, the next time we come back, it's there for us to deal with.
Right.
So you never get out of it. It's just you postpone it. So,
Yeah, you postpone it to the next lifetime. Oh boy.
oh boy, yeah, I'd rather work on it.
Hey, White Dragon, welcome. Hi, Viviane. Thank you for being here.
But anyway, because we all have different experiences in different states and of existence, we're all coming into this body in this lifetime with different types and amounts of karma. And there is family karma, ancestral karma, lineage karma that may be worked through depending on what we decided in our soul contracts. And using karma as a set of guidelines in our life can incentivize. I have trouble with that word.
Incentivize. That's a tough one.
Yeah. It can do that to us to be more mindful of our thoughts, actions, and deeds before we make a decision. The 12 laws of karma can serve as a guideline to follow as we go through our daily life.
These laws can help us understand how karma really works and the effect that our thoughts and actions have on us in the collective consciousness. Remember, there's no good or bad karma. It's only our journey of accumulating knowledge and decreasing ignorance. The laws of karma. Here we go. I've just put 2 at a time, so they're going to be there for a bit, so you can read it. Number 1, the law of cause and effect, the primary law of the 12 laws of karma. According to the great law, you reap what you sow. Think of the great law as a universal echo. What you put out there returns to you. The law of creation posits that things that are going on in the inside are reflected on the outside. For example, if you're surrounded by negativity, there is negativity within you. If you're surrounded by love, then there is love within you.
So it makes a difference who you spend your time with.
Sure does.
Yeah. The law of creation, that's number 2. The law of creation states that it's important to take action. The law, in order to get what we desire, we must be an active participant in our life. Look at what's happening around you and reflect on how you created your current reality. Is it the way you want it to be? If not, then we have to take active steps to initiate the change and create the life we want. We are the creator of life. The things we see externally are simply a reflection of what's going on internally. Then we have the 3rd law.
Yep, sorry.
It's okay. I just wanted them to catch up with us. Now, the law of humility, that's the 3rd law, states that we must accept what is. It's futile to fight against the things we have no control over. They simply are what they are. And they must be accepted with grace and humility. We must let go of the expectations of how we think things should be. If we're stuck in traffic and late for work, we might get angry and frustrated, or we can accept having negative emotions is not going to change the fact that we're stuck in traffic. So, getting stressed and wound up is going to have a negative impact on our well being, and we'll still be stuck in traffic. So, turn up the music and just go with it.
Car dance.
Yep. Car dance.
That's what I do, car dance.
Yep.
Number 4 is the law of growth. The law of growth teaches us to change ourselves rather than attempting to change others. This law maintains that growth starts from within. Personal development, or the process of working on ourselves, is the key to creating positive change in life. Perhaps you get into relationships where you believe you can change or fix the other person in an attempt to extract a healthy and satisfying relationship. If you were to apply the law of growth, you would only work on that which is under your control, yourself. If the relationship was not healthy, you might exercise your choice to leave, or you might choose to change your perception of the other party's perceived flaws.
And then you have the 5th law, the law of responsibility. You are the sole owner of your decisions and deeds and the consequences that result from them. They're yours. The law of responsibility asks you to acknowledge that everything that manifests in your life is a direct result of decisions that you made. We must own completely the responsibility for how we've arrived at wherever we are. This self-reflection eliminates the need to look outward for a source of our problems. It's not their fault. Or the devil didn't make you do it. Okay?
Yes, she did.
No. Say that we have an issue in our life causing us a great deal of stress. In fact, we're so stressed that we react in anger to others in our life. Now, while we may not have caused the problem that's bringing so much stress, we are responsible for the consequences of our negative behavior that results from it. It's like I used to tell the kids I teach. You can't help what happens to you. You can only decide yourself how you're going to react to it.
So true.
Mm-hmm. Reacting angrily will not change the situation that prompted the response. In fact, it's more likely going to make it worse. The law of responsibility says that all events that result from the negative reaction are our own responsibility.
So true. Number 6, the law of connection. The law of connection is based on the principle that everything is connected. This includes the past, present, and future. The first law maintains that what you sow today, you'll reap tomorrow. So how does that look in relationship to the law of connection? The actions and thoughts you had in the past have brought about the present you're experiencing today. And the actions and thoughts you're having today are in the process of shaping your future. Remember that. The thoughts we're having today shape our future. We want to keep them positive. The law of connection invites you to slow down and live in the present. What you do in this very moment will impact the future. It's a reminder to stay mindful that even the smallest action will reverberate far into the future. Everything is connected.
Exactly. Then you have the law of focus, and that's number 7. And the principle of the law of focus is that it's impossible to focus on 2 things at once. It's wrong.
I can't focus on 2 things at once, that's for sure.
Not really focus. You're not focused on either one.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what I found for me anyway. Anyway, given the choice between focusing on lower frequencies of anger, jealousy, and greed, or higher frequencies of love, gratitude, and acceptance, we should actively choose to focus on the higher spiritual vibrations. Doing this will not only allow our minds to focus, it won't let us focus on the negative. If you're focusing on the positive, you can't think the other. Maintaining focus on the positive will also help in drawing more positive experiences towards us. Mindfulness is at the heart of attracting good karma. Learning to focus our intentions on the right direction is the first step in manifesting our desires. The eighth law says that it's the law of giving and hospitality. The law of giving and hospitality maintains that selfless acts are the true measure of our intentions. I remember my mom and dad saying, it doesn't matter what you intended. You can promise to do something, but if you don't do it, it doesn't count. So it's actually doing it. It's not enough to talk about being generous. This law posits that our actions are the true determination of our belief. Do. Don't say, do. When we're selfless, we're not preoccupied with our own self-interests, advancement, or desires. We are attentive to the needs of others.
Isn't that interesting? I have always noticed when I am doing something for somebody else, I totally forget about my issues. And I
Exactly.
think most people do. You forget about your own problems when you're helping other people. So it makes it much more fun to help other people.
One of the most common recommendations for somebody who is even grieving or uh, really down is to get them
Depression.
to go start helping somebody else. They forget,
That's
and they
true.
live in a certain amount of time when they're helping that other person without all that stress
Exactly.
and whatever is going on with them, and that's a relief to their bodies.
Absolutely. Hey, Sun Psychic Jean, welcome. Glad you're listening on your way home. That's fantastic. Okay, let's see. I'm on the law of here and now.
Yes.
The law of here and now embraces living in the present moment, which is also, you guys, what we call mindfulness. And we've done a ton of shows on mindfulness. We all know what that is.
Hmm.
Focusing on past mistakes means we're constantly beating ourselves up for things that aren't even happening now.
Yep.
Worrying about the future can bring up feelings of anxiety and greed. Living in the present moment stops all that. After all we really have is the present moment. Number 10 is the law of change. The law of change says that history will continue to repeat itself until steps are taken to make change. This law says that all actions spring from desire. The stronger the desire, the stronger the action precipitated by it. If an action is repeated many times with a strong sense of desire attached to it, it manifests as a habit. Habits, as they gain velocity, can dull our thinking and influence our decisions. And we all know, you guys, that repeating something a million times with the same outcome and not getting the result you want is insanity. And
Exactly.
we've all been doing these things for a long time based on what we learned
Insanity.
growing up. So, okay, Heather, you
Oh,
are on.
11.
Oh, sorry. This is also known as being on the wheel of karma. The law of change says that if we hope to get off the wheel of karma, we must take steps to change our deeply ingrained patterns.
I remember when we actually had record players and like LPs, and
Yeah,
you would get a skip. But if you did it right, you could make a new groove where that skip was, and it didn't skip anymore
that's right. You
because you
just
took
put a penny or
action
something on that on the arm. I remember
to make
taping a
it just a
penny.
little bit heavier to make the groove you wanted instead of the
Yeah,
skip. And that's basically what we're doing with karma. We're changing it to be the way we want it to be. So now when you got the law of patience and reward, patience sometimes can be hard. The law
yeah,
of patience and reward involves staying consistent in your pursuit of your goals. That means committing ourselves to a sustained effort over a prolonged period of time and being patient while manifestation begins to result. The 11th law says that if we remain consistent in our good karma deeds, they will eventually accumulate good karma. Now, the 12th law is the law of significance and inspiration. Now, the law of significance invites us to acknowledge that we are important. And here's the reason for that. Our gifts and talents can inspire others in ways that can create ripples throughout history that we'll never even know about. This means that the entire world is inside us, and we can create anything we want. We're powerful, significant, and unique. And let that uniqueness inspire others.
That's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
We're all so powerful. We just need to remember.
Yeah.
Okay. So, some steps to healing karma. Be grateful for every experience, good or bad. See obstacles, conflicts, and diseases as an opportunity to review your lifestyle and negative thinking. Act with love towards everyone, no matter what they've done. We've all made poor choices at the expense of someone else's feelings. Instead of hoping the offensive person gets their karmic due, try to shift your thoughts to a more compassionate view. Try sending unconditional love. That's what I do. The people out there in the world that are creating such havoc, I send them unconditional love because they're so hateful. They need love more than anybody, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
So it's very easy now for me to do that. Under the last presidency, when I was told to do it, I had a really hard time sending out good vibes to the Orange Menace. But I managed. I learned how to do it, and I still do it. Hi, Pisces greeter and Jay. Welcome, you guys. Laurie, welcome. All right. Practice mindfulness. Chronic negative thoughts create negative experiences. And you know, it's that habit thing. If you're always thinking negative thoughts, that's what you're going to get. Just like if you're always thinking positive thoughts, that's what you're going to get. But it's not just the occasional negative thought. We all have those. It doesn't matter. It comes and goes. It's when those things become a habit in your head, when you're always talking down about yourself or other people. That's when it gets to you, not just the occasional, I'm a horrible person, I've done this, or whatever it may be.
Just let it go.
Just let it go. Forgiveness. Holding on to anger or resentment only hurts you. As we learn to forgive others and ourselves, we come into a deeper understanding of our true self. We recognize that our essential nature is not defined or identified with those actions, and we see the actions of the past from a more awakened perspective. And then you can let it go. Let it go. Forgiveness was a big thing for me. I used to hold on to grudges. Not anymore.
Yeah.
You want to be nasty? Knock your lights out. I'm just not going to be in that path. You know what I mean? It's that simple.
Okay, so karma is action and consequences of action. It implies that we're born as consequence of past actions and thoughts. This life has a cause, and what we do in this life will have a consequence in the future, not only for ourselves, but for the collective consciousness. The Bhagavad Gita said that nothing that you have done or studied or any effort that you have made will go wasted. Karma has many aspects. We think wrongly that karma is something that happens to us, and there's good karma and bad karma, but that's incorrect. There is no good karma. There's no bad karma. It's only our journey of accumulating knowledge and decreasing ignorance. We eventually learn to turn within, avoid the love-hate, the up-down, the dual tendency of attraction and repulsion, and always running towards something or running away from something. We catch the taste of peace and understanding. Finally, that it comes to us within us. We decide that consciously to make an effort to be calm and to focus within.
Always focusing within.
Mhm.
That's the
Because
way
we
to
are the
go.
world.
I love it. Everything's connected. So everything that we do affects us and the collective on down the road. That's pretty amazing, actually. So that shows you how important each one of us drops in this ocean of existence are. Each and every one of us. I love that. So how
And
did you
remember,
like
the
that?
collective, I
Yeah.
was going to say
How
the
did you like
collective
that
is
presentation?
everybody.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I
What?
was going to say the collection, the collective is everybody. That's why it's called collective. It's everything.
It's everything and everybody. What
Mhm.
ripple do you cast? Hey, Ron, unconditional love. Tarot, nice to see you here. What ripple do you cast? I hope I cast love.
I hope
I
so.
hope I cast love. That's the only thing I want to send out is love. So I hope
I
you
have
enjoyed
found,
that. What?
go ahead. You hope you enjoyed it. I was going to say, since I've been here, it's like starting over again in Key West. When I started saying hello to everybody, everybody was kind of shocked and went, okay. You know, I'm in the same boat when I walk the dog and I say hello or good morning to anybody. It's like, huh?
How's your weather up there right now?
It's not bad. It's warm without being hot. A fan helps keep it really cool. If I wanted it cooler, I could open the door and blow in the air conditioning, but I don't want it cooler. It's just fine.
So you're comfortable. Oh, that's
Yeah.
good. And how's Zena like in her new neighborhood?
The next door neighbor she loves. I'm not
Good.
talking about the person. I'm talking about the dog.
The dog. I love that. I
She
love it.
comes in into if I've got the fan going, she just pushes the door on opening, comes in and visits, and they have fun. There's a big dog and a little dog, but still, uh,
I'm
she
glad
comes
she's
in
got a
looking for
friend.
her, and Zena goes out looking for her. But she hasn't quite made it into the apartment. She makes it part of the way into her apartment, but doesn't come. She pretty
Right.
much stays in here, which is okay. Or out
That's
in the
good.
hall next door.
Doggy dates, Jay says.
They're both girls.
I love
The other
that
one is
too.
much older, but it's funny. So
Ron's in
they have a
Canada.
good
He says it's warm and hot, been hot. It's been very hot
time.
here,
Believe
but the
me.
last couple of days it's cooled off. We have much less humidity and much less heat. So it,
Last
July
night
was horrible. August was horrible, but right now it seems to be getting better. That's
yeah,
nice.
it seems to be getting better here too.
Okay, you guys, we're going to read some cards. Do you want to do one or three cards? I put up there 3 cards, but we can just do one if you want.
No, you like 3. We can do 3.
Let us know, you guys, in the chat if you want to be read so I can star your name if you want a reading. I'm going to be using my Kyle Gray Angels and Ancestors deck.
And I will use the fairy deck. That is the fairy tarot deck.
Oh, I love that fairy tarot. I think it's wonderful.
Yeah.
All seems to be looming quickly in the Pacific Northwest. All right. Well, Hypnicities, I can star her. Whoops. And White Dragon. Viviani. Always love reading from your husband, of course. I wanted to tell you, Morella, I have a playlist on my phone of all the music that my husband has sent me, all the songs that he sent me over the last, is it 8 years coming up? Wow.
Yeah.
He died in 2015. Whew. So I've been getting songs for quite a while. Lovely to see you, Epiphany. Glad you're here. Got you. See, no, I already got you, Morella. Okay. Jay wants a card. White Dragon. Which city is Heather in? She's in Denver. So I get to see her at Christmas because every Christmas I go to Colorado. So I'm going to spend a couple of days with Heather in Denver if she'll have me.
I'll have it.
My kids live in Fort Collins, so I'm in Colorado for a
About
couple
an
of
hour
weeks.
away.
Yeah, it's only an hour and a half away. It's really close.
Yeah.
It's
So
really nice to see you back, Epiphany. It's been a while since we've seen you, and I hope you're doing well, love. Okay, let me put up the first one. By the way, I just wanted to show this from White Dragon real quick. Yeah, I agree. He's fictional. The devil they speak of is a fictional character, as the hell they love to talk about so much in some churches. The demons do exist, and they are creations of misuse by mankind. Such power to create. Wow. So we've actually created demons by thinking about it, talking about it, the people in different lifestyles or whatever. That's wild.
Yeah.
That is wild. Okay. I think I've got White Dragon is the first card. me. You're so funny. Okay. He's usually at the tail end. Energy miscreations. Yeah, that's frightening. I agree. Okay. What have we got? Okay, let me just look something up real quick. Wow. Okay, Mr. Magic, High Priestess. Number 1, the High Priestess. Align with the light and focus on all things positive. She's very powerful. So harness your mystic power and unleash the wild within. I get this card a lot for you. I don't know why, but because I think of you being wild anyway. But apparently you're not wild enough. So unleash some of that and wait for some important information. You've got some important information coming your way. I actually get that it's not actually for you. It's for you to send out to other people. It's information for the rest of us, whatever that may be. Okay.
And then this one says it's balance. And it says listen to everybody, and then you choose the right way for it to create something that's not imbalanced. And you've got plenty of time to do that. And then they refer to things that happened when you were a child and how you see it differently than maybe your best friend did at the time. So, it's just, you have to step back and look at it and see, because you remember it differently. It's always fun when you get together and you talk to each other. And I didn't realize that. Oh,
I know. You put all 5 of us kids in the same room, and what our stories from growing up are so different.
Completely different.
It's just amazing.
But then it says, be practical however you proceed, be practical, because you have the ability to make anything more beautiful. So try to keep it, more practical instead of rose-colored glasses. And they say that you may meet somebody who can help you with your dreams coming true. So it may be part of the messages that you're getting there from, as you said.
Right. Interesting.
So, but they were saying, just try to keep everything balanced.
Miss Viviani's next.
Okay.
Hey, Akila. How you doing? Nice to see you here. Nice to see all of you here.
I just don't see the chat yet.
You don't get chat. You don't see the chat at all.
Nope. That's why I watch you very carefully.
You don't see it on your phone with all the other people. You should have it.
I'll try it. I know last time I tried it, it didn't work, but I'll try it. Let me get cards first.
Because the people out there are seeing the chat room.
Yeah.
So you should be able to see it if you just go on to YouTube and go to that video. You should see it. Because I watch it on my phone as well, because sometimes I lose information on my computer. Yeah. It doesn't show everything. Hi, Patricia. I'll stick you on the list. Ethnicity says there were 5 kids in her family too. Our perceptions of her past differ quite a bit. Yeah, man. They sure do. White Dragon says he's been through the Denver airport and seen the demon horse with the red eyes. Isn't that weird? I hate that horse.
I hate that horse too.
I think it's really
not like that. I think they should just take the eyes.
The eyes need to go away.
They'll go away.
It says Heather must be on top of the high-speed trains deep underground. Yeah. She's been feeling it.
I don't like that. It's almost like that horse is evil.
I know, right?
Yeah. I don't like it.
Okay. We have Viviane next.
Right.
How many of you guys have seen that Denver airport horse?
I don't.
What do you think of the Denver so-called conspiracies? You know, Heather's a remote viewer. We need to have her go remote view underneath the Denver airport and see what's under there. There's all kinds of conspiracy theories. Excuse me?
You mean beside these trains that are different there? Because you take the trains to the different concourses.
Not those trains. Underground trains.
Oh, something different.
Yes, conspiracy stuff.
Later.
And apparently Patricia Franzino's been ill, so we need to please everybody send her healing light, surround her in healing light so she can get well quick. Yeah, I think there's lots of stuff underground all over our country, all under our country.
Okay, well, my first card for you, Viviane, was the Princess of Summer. And basically what it's saying is that you're a gentle, sensitive, kind, in some ways inexperienced, but not in some other ways. It's just, there's always just one little area that's not quite the same. But they're saying that you may meet a new friend or be at a social event that you meet some people, and they will help you develop and stuff. The next card was the Wheel. There are no more delays. Things are going to start happening. Okay. And it's good luck. And then the next card was the Chariot. And the Chariot says that your success is coming because of all your dedication to everything and your self-discipline. And you're going to be in the spotlight, and you're going to be celebrating. They are going to be celebrating your accomplishments. So it sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah, it sounds really good. I've got, the first one was the Stag that says trust and thrive. You're on the right path. But maybe you could let out a little bit of your she-wolf, a little bit of your crazy. Unleash that wild within. And then the Heart Guardian, who I just love, this beautiful angel, Heart Guardian angel. She says, love and let yourself be loved. We know how much you extend love. Just make sure that you're loving yourself. Okay? I hope that resonates.
Okey-doke. Hypnicity.
Hypnicity says she has a little devil inside of her.
Nothing wrong with that. As long as you.
Wow, I had 3 cards drop out, so these are your cards.
Yeah, I had cards that dropped out too.
So we had the great teacher learn from spiritual experiences. And what he's saying is learn from what's going on in your life, learn from your experience, and share those with others. See beyond your current situation. If you want to manifest something for the future, see that in your future happening as if it's happening right now. And then the medicine mother says, honor your inner knowing. You have the information. Just know that you've got that and open up to yourself. Oh, beautiful cards, Hypnicity.
And they kind of go with these because the first one says is the moon, and it says you have powerful epiphanies and you're let go of the worry and the fear because you're beginning to understand the truth of the situation. And then they also, second one was an awakening, if I can find it, where I put it there. And on the awakening, it's kind of like the hangman. Take a look, step back and see if you see it the same way. You need, whatever you're questioning, look at it again and look at it differently. And the last one is the dreamer. And it says, go ahead and embrace your true purpose. If it means beginning a new adventure, that's fine. Trust yourself that you know what you're doing.
Yes, she does. You know what you're doing. You've got this.
You got it. You have all the information you need, as she said.
And Marilla would like a message from her husband. Marilla, I have a song for you. It's Inside Out. I'm not sure if that's the name of the song, but I believe it was sung by Diana Ross and the Supremes. Was it Diana Ross? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Inside Out?
I kind of do.
I think it was Diana Ross. Okay. I have it's time to move into a new direction. I don't know if I don't get the feeling that that's physically. And then I pulled the Knight that says be honest, be brave and honest. And I think going into this new direction, the Medicine Guardian says be open to healing information. And there was something that caught my eye. Listen to what's coming up within you and what is being shared with you by trustworthy others in your life. Pay attention to that healing information.
Yeah.
So you are getting information from others to help you. And I think it's also talking about this community. So be brave and take that first step.
And it says protect what you have already, your fruits of your labor, protect that. But also be prepared for some challenges ahead, which is, they always end up coming. But you have what it takes, the 8 of Winter. You have what it takes if you only will believe in yourself. So it's time for you to believe in yourself again. Sometimes you think you're powerless and you're not. So sometimes it's a lack of self confidence that keeps you from getting what you want. So you say, there are some trouble times coming, but you have everything you need to take care of it. And if you're not, when you're thinking about it, think about an intelligent solution from the Prince of Winter. If there's a problem, think about an intelligent one, because you need to act quickly and decisively for things that are sudden and unexpected changes. Okay. So use your head.
Interesting.
You have what it takes, even if some things come up.
Yep. All righty. I hope that resonates. It sounds like it did. Good. Okay, Teresa. Then we have Epiphany, Jay, and Cherie, and Patricia. Okay,
Okay.
we got plenty of time.
Too many cards for my hands. Okay.
Where is this? Okay. Okay. I've got the trader who says exchange energy to create abundance. This is also talking about an exchange of energy as an exchange of ideas, an exchange of talents, um, you trading readings with people, that sort of thing. And he's saying to go within, drum and dream your journey. Go within and see what it is. Do some reflection is what I'm getting. Go in and reflect on what it is that you want. And if you're in a sticky situation, make sure you stand your ground. You have the power, the knowledge of being in the right and doing what you need to do. But stand your ground if there's others coming at you going, no, 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 no. Because let's face it, in our community, there's lots of people outside of our community that think we're crazy and that we're doing nutty things. And we just have to ignore them and go about our business. Okay, stand your ground because you're standing in the right.
Right. And I ended up with 4 cards because I drew 2 at one time, the last one. But you do have positive change coming. And it's a welcome relief. Evidently, there may be some troubles that you're working through right now. But it says look for an intelligent solution. And then I was kind of surprised by these other 2 cards, because the Prince of Summer is a romantic and they fall in love suddenly and being swept off your feet, and you're needing to stay grounded. And the next card was the Two of Summer, and it also has to do with a relationship and about making possibly a serious commitment. But there are some troubles in there that you just have to work through, because there's forgiveness and a resolution to a problem. It can be healed, whatever it was or is, it can be healed. So don't just automatically give up and throw everything away.
Well, she had the stand your ground card too.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
Yeah. So it there's something coming up. It may be just a really good friendship,
Yeah. You never know.
Yeah, you never know. But it does have to do with relationships. Marty Schrader. I don't recognize that name. Is that a new one?
That's Epiphany.
Oh, Epiphany. Me, who has trouble remembering names, and when they go change them, I'll remember.
I know, right? It's confusing. Okay. Let's see.
Teresa was saying she's one of the crazies. Well, so
I thought you weren't getting the chat.
I told you I'd go try it again.
Oh, good. Good.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was doing what needed to be done first.
That's great. Okay, I got Winter that says, take care of your needs. Do everything you need to be at your best, then move beyond your fears and limitations. Because you have a guardian angel looking after you. I just love her. You're not alone. This is a beautiful card. You're not alone. Your guardian angel. And if you don't know the most benevolent MBOs, try that with your guardian angel. Ask for whatever it is you want from your guardian angel for the most benevolent outcome for yourself and all concerned. And thank you 3 times. Okay. And then time to move in a new direction. So really, it's saying, do everything that you need to be your best and then move beyond your fears and limitations. And you have this new direction that you can go into, and you're fully covered by your guardian angel.
Right.
Brilliant.
And the first card I had was for Summer. It says that you're being distracted, and you're failing to see the magic of something, of an opportunity, and that sometimes it seems like you may take somebody for granted. They always do that, so you just assume they're going to do that. But and every once in a while you're down and not really happy with life. But your plans do work out perfectly. Amazing ideas that lead to rewards and commentaries for you. And you just need to be grateful for those blessings that you do have. But you're fighting the fear. You're fighting the fear. It's
the first card I pulled said to move past that fear.
You got to move past the fear. You're focusing on the worst case scenario. You need to allow worry to grow out, because you do allow it to grow out of proportion. You need to get rid of it. Like we said, if you think about gratitude and happiness of what you have already and be thankful for the things that are going right, then that fear won't have room. And if you're thinking in terms of unconditional love and you're filling yourself with unconditional love, there's no room for fear. And that's what you want to do. Fill yourself with that unconditional love so that
it's so easy to get caught up in fear.
Get rid of that fear that's holding you back. So it went right with hers.
Sure did. Hey, Miss J. Miss J is going to be our guest on Saturday afternoon at 3 p.m. Eastern. Please join us. It'll be a rollicking good time with Miss J. I'm sure we'll be reading cards, but we're going to learn a little bit more about J because she's new to the community. Her YouTube channel is fairly new to the community. So if anybody has J's YouTube channel, I'd appreciate it if you put it in the chat for us. And please go check her out. She's a lot of fun and very gifted and from the Heart Center. I hope you don't mind me tooting your horn just a little bit, Jay. Okay, let's see what we got. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. I've got the Magic Guardian that says, unlock the magic within. With the High Priestess and her power, she is the divine feminine. And the Direction Guardian that says, go to your heart, choose your excuse me, let me read this. Connect with your deepest desires, then choose the path that will make your heart and soul sing. I love her. That's a beautiful card. You've got the power and the magic within you already to unlock your powers, which you have unlocked many of. Now you get to choose the direction that you really want to go into. Yikes. I love that.
And mine is very similar. The first card was the Nine of Autumn. And it says, reward yourself. You've been working hard. You deserve yourself, giving yourself a reward. And you've been, you actually want to take the time to, when you're alone, cherish that time, but also make sure that you do reward yourself for what you're doing. And the Princess of Autumn says you've got a happy career, that it's going to continue with promotions and all sorts of things. Your well thought out plans are going to work perfectly. Sometimes you need a little push to get going. So don't forget to push yourself. And open your heart to love. It's beginning, you could be going any direction you want to go. You just pick what it is that you love. It says that your psychic abilities are opening up even more, and your spiritual epiphanies are going to be coming faster. Okay.
Lovely.
So you're going to, you're progressing very well. Reward yourself for what you're doing. They are, so you should.
That's beautiful. Thank you, Cherie. Cherie is next.
Okay.
She knows how nervous I used to be doing cards. She's always been so supportive of me reading cards. Thank you, Cherie. I really appreciate it. And it did help. It does help. I am much better at doing it, for sure.
Oh, I always knew you could.
Do what?
I always knew you could.
Thank you. There's just so incredible card readers. I was intimidated.
Well, doing it makes you even better.
Yeah, doing it definitely helps. It really does. Okay, let's see what we've got for Cherie. Thank you, Marilla. Okay, I got the shapeshifter that says it's time to transform and unveil your gifts so that you can intend and create what it is that you want. You can manifest what you want. But first, release and renew. It's autumn time. It's not time to start new things. It's time to sit back, reflect on what you've been doing in the last year or over the summer, whatever, and rest your heart and soul. Give it some rest, and then you can choose what it is you want to do next.
And to go with that, with the Five of Autumn, it says rely on other people too. We're here for you. So don't be afraid to ask. Okay? And they're here for you. You just need to ask. Don't assume they'll automatically do it. You have to ask them to help for anything that you need assistance on. And it said there's wonderful news coming in. You have been making some smart choices, and it's going to pay off. And you're going to have success and recognition. They also said, just like she did, go after your dreams. Because it's do something that expands your horizons. And let your creativity take flight. Do what you want to do. Do what you love to do.
You know, that's really a universal message these days is
Yeah,
leave off what's not making you happy.
that's
Let
right.
go of it. Whether it's a job, people, situations, whatever. Let go and do what makes you happy. Because that's what raises your vibration. It's one of those
Exactly.
major things to raise your vibration is do what brings you joy, your bliss. Okay, before I do that, I have to post. Jay, you are so sweet.
Yes, she is.
And thank you very much. We appreciate that. And Marilla says, we're amazing. And
Thank
Jay, thanks for the cards. Thank you all so much. We appreciate you so much. Okay, Patricia Frenzino, it's your turn. And I hope you're feeling better.
Yeah.
If you guys would like to know a little bit more about Heather and myself, go check out our website. I never mention it. I never think about it, but it actually has our backgrounds and it also a little bit about each of us. And it tells you there's a link to readings or whatever appointments that you want to make, whether it's healing or
And you'll be
cards.
surprised at how different our backgrounds are.
Yeah, you'll be very surprised how different our backgrounds are. Very much different. But there's a lot of information on our website, and it's www.twistedsisters.tv because we are the Twisted Sisters.
Well,
Go ahead.
okay. Your first card was the Sun, and it means that your plans are working out well. They're well laid out, and things are working out perfectly. And the amazing ideas that you have are leading to rewards and commendations. So make sure that you remain with that gratitude for the blessings in life that you have. And it said it might be a good idea to become a mentor instead of a mentor or mentee. But you could be a mentee.
Is that a word, a mentee?
Yeah, I think you know what I mean. Anyway, it's time to look that maybe you might like to be a mentor for something. Take a break from society and make a commitment to your spiritual growth. And if you are a mentor, you end up doing that automatically, because in order to help somebody else grow, you have to grow yourself. So it's pretty good.
That's lovely.
But most of all, the Queen of Spring, believe in yourself. You really need to. Wonderful people want to help you. Everybody here would want to help you, if anything. And be sure that you keep your balance between home and work. Okay? You want to keep that balance so that one doesn't become too heavy a burden. Okay?
That's nice. Okay. I've got basically this card is saying, these cards that I've got right now are saying you need to take some me time and relax, because we got the druid that says hold space. You have all the information inside of you, but you need to be quiet for the moment. You need to rest and reflect for the minute. But stand your ground. If somebody's trying to push you forward, you're not ready. You need to stand your ground and do what your heart tells you you need to do, what's best for yourself. Don't listen to anybody else.
Work on you.
Exactly. And then I got the Hermit. So this is like double duty,
Because
retreat and recharge.
Basically, that was the Hermit that said you want to be a mentor, work on you. So
Right.
we both got that card.
Yeah. So it's really all about you right now and taking care of yourself, recharging, healing. Obviously, you said earlier that you had been ill, you've been hurt.
Your body.
Let your body repair. Give it time. Don't let anybody push you. Yeah. Okay.
So
Oh, thanks for finding the website, Jay. Fantastic. Oh, and Marilla says she's added the song Inside Out on her playlist. Good for you. I'd love to send you my playlist. It's so ridiculous. I even have a song from what was his name?
I even wrote you a song.
Yeah, but that's pretty pathetic.
Well, he's a normal person,
Okay, let's do a card for the collective. Okay. And like I said, we have Jay on Saturday, yay! And then Tuesday we're going to do another show on ley lines. It's like
more in depth.
Ley lines 2. It's more in depth than the first one.
And there's things going on out here and it really bothered me. Really, I said, "You're kidding me," because when I could feel the earth moving again, I was with my daughter and son-in-law. I said, "Did you feel that?" I said, "What?"
They didn't feel it.
They didn't feel it.
Interesting.
So. So.
I love it. Okay, this is going to be cards for the collective.
One.
I don't care.
I think I'll just go for one.
Yeah, I'm amazed. I'm really fascinated by ley lines. Yeah, let's see what we've got.
I have the Hermit.
I have.
Take time for yourselves, guys.
I have the Shapeshifter. Transform and unveil your gifts. We're all transforming, aren't we?
And if we do
every
that,
one of
we
us
are
is
taking time for ourselves.
Yep, absolutely. Okay, I guess that's our show for today. Everybody, thank you for being here. We're sending out so much love and light to all of you. Be sure and spread your love and light to everybody out there, especially those people that are the ones that need it the most.
And remember, if you are finding yourself becoming fearful, fill yourself with unconditional love, because there's no room for that fear when you do that.
That's very true. All right. Bye, everyone. Thank you for being here. We'll see you on Saturday.